Hello guys and welcome to the match review of Spain 5, Romania 0. As always, we're back here with the match review after the Spanish national team games, but today it simply has to be a different video. This was going to be a normal match review. We were going to talk about what was a great game, and we are still going to do that. We are still going to cover the game. It's important to do that. It's important to look at what went well, what we need to ensure we do in the future, what we liked about this, and everything going well with the national team right now. But there is also something to talk about, and that is because if you haven't heard, Luis Enrique, the old Spanish coach, he's going to be returning to his post as the manager. Roberto Moreno is going to be leaving. They've announced that today, and that leaves a massive story behind it. It's not that simple. There's so much to discuss. In the first part of this video, I'm going to be starting talking about the whole game because it's really important to do that, and I want to put that first. But at the end of the video, if you want to stick around, I'm going to be basically trying to explain in the best way I can one of the most complicated things to discuss in football right now, but I'm going to try and explain it as to what's happening with the Spanish coaches, what's been going on these last 1 or 2 days, and everything that's going on. This video should be really informative. I'm hoping that not only can we do a match review here, we can basically cover up everything with the national team and leave it on a nice foot to then continue and pick up back in March when we play our next games. Of course, that's going to be leading up to the Euros too, so there's going to be lots going on in the new year, but for now, I'm going to try and wrap everything up today. So let's get into this. My goodness me, it's all coming up here, so stay tuned. So then guys, let's start with the game. It was Romania at home. We were excited for this one. We thought, well, this was going to be a nice test, and it was a strong Spain lineup. It was what we wanted. We wanted, a good little test. Let's not lie and say that Romania are like a France or an England. They're not a top-level side, but, compared to some of the sides you face in these qualifiers, it is a good test. And, we played Malta on Friday, and playing Romania was certainly a level up in class, but we were also a level up in class last night, and that's why we got that 5-0 victory in the end. But always good to play sides like this, in my opinion. Really, really valuable, and we got a massive win there. And you also saw, guys, that what we need to improve on. We were a little bit defensively fragile at times. There were a few individual errors, and there's still lots to talk about as to who should be played and what needs to be sorted out in the future. But if we just look at that game, I think it was a great game, especially that first half. We were excellent. Romania, they tested us once there. It was a great save from Kepa. So those are the sort of things that, when we make individual mistakes like that, like Inigo Martinez did, against bigger opposition, against better opposition, with no disrespect to Romania, but if that's an Mbappe in on goal, in a Euro semi-final, it's going to be a goal, and it's going to be 1-1 at that point. But you got to give credit to Spain. Fabian Ruiz opened the scoring there. It could have been 2 or 3-0 at that point, to be honest. Gaia had an unfortunate goal disallowed. I thought he was excellent. Santi Cazorla hit the crossbar, but it was Fabian Ruiz, a revelation under Roberto Moreno. He's come into the side a lot lately, and he got a massive goal there. Then Gerard Moreno, what a man this is. I'm still not sure whether he should be picked in the future, but he's really playing himself into the team right now. I'm still so tempted to just go with, Rodrigo, Alcacer and Morata, but if Gerard Moreno not only keeps playing when he's scoring for Villarreal, but also keeps doing it for the national team, then there's no reason that he shouldn't be in the Euros. It's as simple as that, guys. So, he's been great. He's been one of those guys, who's turned his league form into the national team. He got a goal against Malta, and he also was heavily involved. He got 3 or 4 assists there, like we were talking about, in that 7-0 drubbing. And he was also heavily influential today. He got 2 goals there, great header, and a lovely little striker's goal there too, picking off the scraps in the penalty area, following some great work from Gaia there for the 3rd goal. And then you look at the 4th goal, he ran us down the right-hand side again, like we were talking about in that Malta game. Tried to square it to his strike partner Morata, which I love to see, but ends up being intercepted by Rus, I think it was, and it's an own goal there. We were 4-0 up at half-time, very comfortable, we were dominating the possession well. You could see that Romania were trying to get at us, they had bits of quality, and they could have got goals if it wasn't for that great save from Kepa there, but it was a great Spain performance. We got to see some of the more regulars come in there. You look at the impact that Carvajal and Gaia had at left-back, especially with Gaia for me. He was excellent in that game. Then in the second half, I think it was very slow-paced. I'm not sure whether they knew Moreno was going to be leaving at that point, but the tempo of the game certainly slowed down there. I think that's pretty obvious to see, and we only got that 5th goal in the 91st minute from Oyarzabal, who'd come off the bench there, was having a pretty disappointing evening actually, but he ended up getting that 5th goal. It's 5-0 Spain, and all in all, the second half was pretty goddamn dull. Romania could have got a goal back here and there, but all in all, a 5-0 victory at home to Romania to finish off the qualification is something really to be proud of, and it was a really, really good performance on the day. And at Euros that second half would have been a lot better, but given the whole situation, and we're already top of this group, we're already fully through, the score, it didn't really matter in the second half, but we're now going to be in the top seed, by the way, for getting that victory to Romania, so that was important. I didn't mention that in the preview, but winning this game now means that we're going to be right up there, so we're going to be hopefully getting easier opposition and winning more games, but, given the circumstances last night, having that slightly weaker second half is certainly understandable, and some changes came on their team, and we saw Alcacer, Albiol came on again, And also Oyarzabal, of course, who got the goal. Of course, guys, this review is going to be a little bit different, like I mentioned in the intro. It's hard for me to just go over the football when there's been so many circumstances off the pitch here, but as I said, I was happy. It was a strong lineup from Spain. It was a really good test against Romania. Football was great. The new players have been proving themselves. And under Robert Moreno, he's introduced so many new players, and it's paid off. You look at our lineup, it's completely changed. It's revolutionised, really. I don't think under a lot of managers Kepa Arrizabalaga would have been in the goals last night. I don't. I think Moreno's been giving opportunities to people who deserve it, and that is great to see. We've criticised him in the past. Is he ready? But he's been a fair coach, and I was really behind him. I really wanted him to take us to the Euros, but of course we're going to be getting onto that. That's my second part of the video. There's so much to talk about, my goodness me, guys. So all in all with the game, I was really happy. There's about 4-5 more games now, I believe, until the Euros actually starts, and maybe our 5th game will be that opener, so we haven't got long now. We've got just a couple more 90 minutes of football, really, here and there, and that could end up seeing us in the Euros. So we've got to keep this level now, no matter who the coach is, no matter who's picked. We've got to keep this level and be ready for that Euros. But like I've been going on about, like I've been chipping in throughout the video, it's hard not to talk about. It's the coach situation, and I'm going to try and explain it, basically, guys. I'm going to try and explain it in as simple form as it can, because if you get into all the dates, this happened then, that happened there, it really does get too complicated. So, you guys know, Robert Moreno is our coach. He was the coach. He came in simply because Luis Enrique, who he was the assistant for, it was Enrique in charge. Moreno was the assistant. Luis Enrique had to step down because his daughter Jana, we've talked about her in the past, horrible, passed away there. She ended up dying, of course, horrible to see, but it was at first when she passed ill that Luis Enrique actually had to step down for a bit. Moreno took over some games. He did those. He did the Malta game, he did the Sweden game, and then he did the Faroe Islands game as well, before then being made the permanent head coach of Spain, and he was set to lead us into the Euros. And he's been doing well. He's been doing a good job. It was horrible what happened to Luis Enrique. We wanted him as our coach, but Moreno's come in, and that's fine. And we thought, right, Moreno, you'll take us to the Euros, you'll do the Euros for us, and that's that, because quite frankly, with all that's been going on recently with Spanish managers, you look at Hierro coming in a day before the bloody tournament started in the Euros in Russia. That was horrible, the whole Lopetegui situation. And now this on top, we just wanted, right, it's bad enough that Enrique's had to leave, let's be honest with ourselves, but now that it's happened, can we just move on and have Moreno as our coach? Well, apparently not, because of course, when Moreno's come in, the door has always been left open for if Luis Enrique wanted to, then he could return. And of course, in the last couple of days, Luis Enrique's clearly felt that he wants to come back. Robert Moreno always said, if he wants to come back, I'd let him in. But I honestly think that Robert Moreno is absolutely devastated at this news. I think he loved managing the national team. This was his big moment. And I think he mainly just said that I'd be happy with Luis Enrique coming back. Not really expecting it to happen, but it's happened, and he's going to be coming back now. And then Robert Moreno is no longer going to be the coach. He's not even going to be his assistant. He just said, I want to resign fully. I don't think he's very happy. It's a really sad story. It's a bit of a mess, if I'm being honest. Having Enrique as our coach, he had to step down. Moreno takes over. Then you think, right, lead us to the Euros. That door opened for Enrique. Then he comes back, kicks Moreno off. And Moreno isn't even the assistant anymore, he's fully gone, so Robert Moreno, who's been such an instrumental figure in getting us to this championship, and really, he's changed this team massively. Let's not forget how much he's changed this team, guys. 7 or 8 players have changed under Moreno, and also Luis Enrique, so Moreno has made massive, drastic changes to this team. He's set us up for the Euros here, really, and now he's not even going to be part of it. For me, that's really shocking. I cannot believe it. I'm really distraught at that. I think Luis Enrique coming back is a great story. What happened to him was horrible, and especially his daughter. You never like to see that, but you would have thought that he wouldn't come back, and even if he did, it wouldn't be now, and he would have let Moreno take the Euros, but Enrique clearly wants to be in there for that Euros. He's not going to be having Moreno as his left-hand man. He's going to be getting Juan Carlos Unzué, who you Barcelona fans might remember. He was the man always with the iPad on the touchlines, doing all the tactics. He's a good assistant coach. I like him and Enrique working together, but not having Moreno for us in the Euros, just that full stop, for me, it's just really horrible and quite a sad story, to be honest. And Moreno himself, after the game, he broke down in tears. He couldn't talk to the press. He went in there. I think some of the players even broke down in tears when he said goodbye to them. You look at, 10, 15 players in that team last night out of the 23. Moreno's brought in there himself, and he's given them their national team debuts. He's given them so many great moments of pride for their nation, and now he's going to be leaving. And of course, Enrique coming back, they will be quite similar, I hope. But, I just thought having Moreno in there from now on until the Euros was fair, and seeing him go now, in my opinion, is really, really saddening and not a nice situation at all. Like I mentioned, guys, I'm not just really sure where I stand. I love Luis Enrique, but I just don't think he should have come back. I really don't, and I feel terrible for Moreno. I think he feels as if he's been betrayed, really, by both Enrique and the Spanish FA. And I think what really could have been quite a beautiful and amazing story of Luis Enrique returning to the national team has turned into a really tragic and sad turn of events here, where he's kind of stolen Moreno's job. And it's really not come out well, in my opinion. You know, the Spanish FA again, Rubiales, made a bit of a mess of this. There's been a lot of uncertainty. There's going to be more stress, more change, more chaos as to who actually manages this team. Because for the past 2-3 years, we've had about 5 coaches right now. It's ridiculous. It's insane. You know, there's no way of getting continuity. There's no way of preparing for tournaments. There's no way of doing anything in these tournaments. And it's no surprise that every time we get there, we do dreadfully, because it's absolute chaos behind the scenes right now, guys. And again, we're not going to have our manager. And what's going to happen next? You know, God forbid anything more happens to Luis Enrique. But with the luck that's been going on, what on earth is going to happen now? I mean, I don't really know what to say anymore. I think all we can say is I feel terrible for Moreno. I still am shocked that this has happened. You know, I think bringing Luis Enrique back was something that people thought, we'll put it out there, but they didn't actually think it was ever going to happen. And Enrique clearly thinks, I want to get back in there, but at the peril of Moreno, for me, that is a really horrible turn of events and something I didn't really want to happen. I feel horrible that the fact Moreno won't even be with us at the Euros, someone who's done so much of us leading up to this tournament, a revolutionary manager. You know, he's done so much and he's helped so many players individually that now he's not even going to be with us. I find that really, really tragic. But yeah, guys, apart from that, we can't really say much more. I've said, you know, about 1,000 times in this video how bad I feel for Moreno there. But with Enrique coming back, you know, for me, I mean, I have to say this about once every 6 months now in Spain, but it's time to get our heads down and knuckle down now. Enrique's the coach, and that is that. Get back in there, get your coaching staff together, get who's going to be playing in your squad, get your formations, get your tactics, get your 11 right, get this Spanish team ready, and let's actually do something at this Euros, guys. Let's make it a great story for Enrique. Let's make him the man who, you know, his daughter passed away horribly with cancer. She comes back there, guys, or he comes back rather, sorry, and he ends up winning us this tournament. Let's hope that happens. Of course, it's not nice what happened to Moreno, but it's time to get on now, guys. If this has happened, then it's happened. I'm not really sure where I stand on it. I love the story of Enrique coming back. I think, you know, he deserved the opportunity, obviously, but not having Moreno for this Euros, not even in the coaching staff, for me is really horrible. It really is. So, yeah, Enrique's here. Get your team together, get everyone ready. Make this fair, guys. Get everyone fully pumped up for this Euros. Let's get these next games in the bag. Let's win them. Let's get some, you know, confidence together. Let's just do something, guys, here, Spain. This is such a big period now for Enrique. He's got a long time to the next international break. It's in March, you know, towards the end of March. So you've got a lot of time to plan, mate. You've got a lot of time to do what you need to do, get back on track, and then we can do something again. I hate the way we have to, you know, almost start afresh now again so soon to the Euros. I just find that ridiculous, but there you go. It is what it is, as Valverde would say. Anyway, time to move on now, guys. This was a very strange review. All sorts going on. I thought the game last night was excellent under Moreno, of course. Really well done to all the guys now. You know, so many new faces enjoying themselves once more. Like the Malta game. This team looks like it's coming together. Time for Enrique now to pick up where he left off. Get back in the coaching staff of Spain. And let's go ahead and do this at the Euros, guys. There's going to be some more games coming up in 2020. I'll see you guys then for all the Spain games. Do not worry about that. Until then, though, guys, enjoy your days and goodbye.